Hi YouTubers, it is I, the Hellgear, and once again, it's that time where I take a little while to recap on the event of Merged Dragons. This time around was the Pet Dragon event. So, as always, if you agree with or disagree with anything that I may have to say, let me know in the comments section below. Also, I encourage you, the YouTuber and fellow Dragoneer, or yes, that's what I call our dragon merging friends here in the game, Dragoneers, to share your experiences in the comment section below regarding the Pet Dragon event. Now, first and foremost, on the lower left side is the main dragon of the event, the Cat Dragon. And I'll be real with you guys, the Cat Dragon, when I saw the icon, it looked like Garfield, okay? The Cat Dragon just looked like it was Garfield all over again. And I'm guessing on the right side, the middle right, is the level 4. No, that can't be the level 4. The level 4, that's probably the level 3 Cat Dragon, because the one that they were talking about, or at least they used the icon for, the cat had like the old school cowboy bandana around the neck, not the heart color. One of the things that I want to ask your forgiveness to all the YouTubers who are viewing the channel out there is that I didn't get to do much. Again, I had to give the camera back because I was using my friend's camera at the time, and by the time I got my camera back, it was Saturday night, which was night 2 of the event. And due to other family issues, I couldn't post up a second day. So I didn't get much time to play this event. What time I did get to play the event, however, I can attest to a few things. First and foremost, the key fog from the Diva Dragon event returned. And one of the things that I was reading in the Merged Dragon communities before this event happened is that some people would place the key item in the fog and it would get stuck, unable to be removed. So if anyone had this issue in the Pet Dragon event, let me know in the comment section below. I didn't have this issue in this event or the Diva Dragons event, so I would know. I managed to get the 3 Cat Dragon eggs, so I have a Cat Dragon whelp out, and I'm gonna be real with you guys. The Cat Dragon kind of covers the whole stereotype of evil. I mean, take a look at the Cat Dragon and the tertiary dragon for this event, the Dog Dragon, you know. Look at the wings, and this is something I brought up in the episode. Why does the Dog Dragon have like the angel wings, but you have more of the reptilian-esque devil wings on the cat? I don't get that, you know. Also, I have to give the credit to them for using a Dalmatian. Of all the dogs they could use for a dragon, Dalmatian for the Dog Dragon. Now, to those of you who thinks this might be weird to see a mammal like a cat or a dog as a dragon, I would like to return their attention if they are current players, or if they are new players, I would like to bring your attention to another dragon. And I'm just gonna pan out here really quick and show you said dragon. The Wood Dragon. Now, to those of you who are new and you've thought about this, and I had to explain this to people, you know, having a cat as a dragon was weird. But the Wood Dragon was the first one to delve into this. And as you can see, they used the fox for the Wood Dragon. And the fox is in the same family as dogs. They're all canine, right? They're all canine and whatnot. So it's not something that we are not used to. So again, they've done this before using like a mammal for a dragon. And they did it with the Wood Dragon, which was 2017's Thanksgiving event. Alright, had to check that unintentional background noise there. So, returning to the issue at hand. I didn't get to play too much because life was a bitch, unfortunately. And the main strat that I wanted to do was unlock the star and do that. I wasn't able to do that. However, in the time that I did spend, I had one issue where the game decided to, when loading the app, not have the event show up. And this is something that has happened again. You know, this has happened before a lot in the Diva Dragon event, and that was in between the power outages I had last month during the Diva Dragon. Actually, was that last month? No, that was... Ooh, they did the Diva Dragon event at the end of Jaloon, the Jaloon, yeah. I can English. At the end of June and the beginning of July. That was when the Diva Dragon event ended. It was July 1st, I believe. As it was the 1-year anniversary of Merge Dragons. That was the anniversary dragon. So, to those of you who don't know, this is Season 2 for Dragon events. Alright, this is Season 2 for Dragon events. And what they're doing with these Dragon events is like so. Ever since February of this year, they're giving us a second dragon. They're giving us the main event dragon. That's the one where we have the event primarily focus on to get its eggs. And then the tertiary dragon event, which in this case is the dog. Now what they'll do with the tertiary dragon event is this. If you have collected 50 dragon stars going through the main game, 50 dragon stars, that's the magic number. Collect 50 dragon stars. When they update the game for these events, you look into the shop and you click on the eggs tab. You will get a new tab and you tap on that and it's a nest of the tertiary dragon. They've been doing this since, again, February 2018 with the Passion Dragon. And you would get the King of Hearts Dragon. That's what at least that's what I think it's called, the King of Hearts Dragon. So, what they'll do is, in the tiers of the tertiary dragon, it's third place. The third place item is one of the items that you merge for in the event. And what this does is when you drop it in your camp, it gives you anywhere from 3 to 7 of the tertiary dragon's eggs. Then second place is the level 3 of the previous event's dragon, which in this case it was the level 3 diva. And then the big prize is the level 4 cat dragon, or level 4 the event dragon. That is the formula with the events now. And as long as you hatch the whelp for the event dragon, after the event ends, their egg should show up in your shop. That's how they're doing all the event dragons now. If you can at least get all 3 of its eggs to hatch the whelp after the event, sometime after the event dragon's egg will appear in your shop. The only instance where this didn't happen was the Stadium Dragon, and apparently to get that one you have to have in-app purchases. From what I've looked up, you have to spend like $20 worth of in-app purchases, or it's a certain number of gems you have to buy. Yeah, it's a certain number of gems that you have to buy, and then the Stadium Dragon eggs will appear in your egg shop, which is kind of sucky because I actually managed to get the nest of the Stadium Dragon last year. I was wondering why this egg wasn't here. Now, as usual, and this is something that I've been getting positive response on since for the longest of times, is they don't give you enough time for this. All right. Not everybody can take the time to play this die hard. You know, they've been giving players 3 days to clear these events, and it's not enough time. Even to the people who decide to leave their phones on all night, which this is one of the strats that players have done. They've mentioned this in the community. Leave your phones on all night and let your dragons just harvest while you sleep. I don't have the battery power, 1, to do that. 2, I'm not going to hook my tablet up to the charger so they can just do that all night, because after so many minutes, my tablet goes into sleep mode. So that ain't working as well. I mean, I can turn my sleep mode off, and then I risk burning out the charger. And then 3, this is what a lot of people have been doing. They've essentially been clearing the event by in-app purchase. You know, they can buy their way through the event, and it's come to the point now where you're going to be buying into the event, and a lot of people in the Merge Dragon community have boasted this. It's like, now the only time you can really clear this event is if you spend money to do so. Get the 3,000 plus tiers, or the 3,000 items for the tiers, and you buy the in-app purchase so you can get through the event. And in all honesty, the Merge Dragons development team has been getting hit for this. They've been getting ripped on, not only in the community, but also in their social media pages. It's like, people do not want to have to pay just to do stuff in the game, like open up the Dragon Vaults or buy in-app purchases just to clear these events, you know. And many players, they agree with me about wanting longer events. That I wanted to just leave this dead horse where it lies, beaten. But every time I look at the upcoming events, or when I hear about things after the event from other players, whether it's on social media, in the community, on the forums, they are having 3 major issues. Issue number 3, they get the most recent event and it's not showing up. Or the most recent update to the game doesn't appear in the store for their devices, whether it's tablet, for Android, iPad, whatever. It's not showing up. Number 2, having to spend real life money just to clear the event because of the number 1 reason, which I was just about to say. You know, some people think that the purpose of these events and to have that sale for the event is clickbait just so they can get paid. And the rare thing about it is, Merge Dragons doesn't like to respond to their players on their Facebook page. I mean, somebody actually got a response from them out of their Facebook page after what? A whole year's worth of events. But they're quick to apologize about certain things on an update. So, gotta work on that, you know. Connection has to be there, and you shouldn't have to spend to clear an event. Which leads me to the number 1, and once again, I have to beat this dead horse like it's alive. Try to hit it with the defibrillator, even though it is moot. 3 days is not enough time. People have to go through lives. People work 8 hours. Some of us manage YouTube channels. But regardless of the fact, 3 days is not enough time. I was thankful for the 4 days for the Wood Dragon event. I was thankful for the 5 days of the Ice Dragon event. I was glad to have the 5 days for the Sensei Dragon event. Happy to have the 5 days for the Stadium Dragon event. And this is something that I mentioned on Twitter at the end of the Cat Dragon Day event. More time. And people agree with this. You know, I like to post these videos of me recapping on the Merge Dragons Facebook page. After I do this, I post it to my YouTube channel, then I make sure to post my recap on the Merge Dragons Facebook page. So if you're not checking it on my YouTube channel, you're probably seeing this on the Facebook page. But 3 days is not enough time. Granted, it's probably happening at what? 8 p.m. England time? Because Merge Dragons development team is stationed in England. At 8 p.m. on Friday night. It's just 72 hours isn't cutting it. You know, one person in the community said it like this: more time or smaller islands. And I would like to address that. First and foremost, if we had a smaller island, this would be even more difficult, because when you go through the island to heal all the dead land, it starts out with 1 or 4, then 10, then 50, then 500, then 5,000. And there will be a lot more 5,000 areas on dead land to heal on a smaller island than on these large scale islands, which would make your 3 days of not enough time even worse to grind out tears. Instead of a smaller island, make the events longer. Other people have mentioned this. Events are longer for these games on other apps. When Smurfs Epic Run did their events, they had their events 1 week long. That was plenty of time for players to get all of the collectibles necessary for the event Smurf, and you also have the choice of buying tiers with actual money. You know, and with the way things are going on these events, 3 days just isn't cutting it anymore. It isn't. No matter how much you want to argue that it's enough time, it's not enough time. All right, there are players who burn through the midnight oil, don't even sleep, and get it all done in the first day. Sunday nights are usually the nights where I don't go to sleep, trying to burn out as many of the tiers possible before the event ends. And that really throws me. It's rough. You know, it's rough. That's why I say this. More than 3 days. Give players plenty of time so that if the, and I mentioned this before, so again, I'm sounding like a broken record here. If there are any technical issues that may happen in the game, you can pause the event, fix them, then restart, like Smurfs Epic Run did. You know, give players a proper amount of time to go through these events. That way, they aren't always whining about this. You know, sure, the experienced players are going to clear the event multiple times over. That helps them get more dragon power, apparently. I don't know. In all my time of playing, I've never once healed the entire event island. I just get the tiers to try to get as far as the level 4 prize as I can within the allotted time. But I will say this. I did find another strat as far as tiers are going that I plan on using in the next event. And that's something I managed to find out the hard way. But in any case, I'm going to wrap this up. Again, share your experiences of the Cat Dragon event in the comments section below. And with that, I take my goose from the oven because I'm done. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.